Good evening and welcome to the brief at 30 for the Newsfirst team. I'm Dithmini De Silva. In local news, professionals protested against the government's new tax policy in Anuradhapura today.
The protest took place at the Anuradhapura Bank roundabout. However, police obstructed the protest, which was organized by the members of 40 trade unions. The crowd engaged in the protest for around an hour despite the disruptions and dispersed thereafter. Professionals of several state institutions engaged in a protest in Hatton this afternoon against the new tax. Groups engaged in the protest alleged that the country's political authority is stealing the large amount of taxes unfairly collected from professionals and the people through the new Tax Act. Our correspondent said state banks in Hatton were closed since this morning in support of the protests. Employees of state and private banks in Trincomalee also protested against the new tax policy.
In news overseas, a New Zealand pilot has been taken hostage by separatist fighters in Indonesia's Papua region. The 37-year-old pilot was taken after his plane carrying 5 passengers, including a child, was attacked after it landed in the remote mountainous province of Nduga. Indonesian authorities say they are deploying a search and rescue team. But police noted it was logistically difficult because the remote area can only be reached by air. Meanwhile, New Zealand's Prime Minister Chris Hipkins said the country's embassy in Jakarta was working on the case. The Foreign Ministry had earlier said it was well aware of the situation. And in sports, former Schalke, Spartak Moscow and RB Leipzig boss Domenico Tedesco has been appointed Belgium head coach. The 37-year-old, who was born in Italy but also holds German citizenship, has signed a contract until after the 2024 European Championship. He replaces Roberto Martinez, who stood down after 6 years in charge following Belgium's group stage exit at the World Cup in Qatar. Tedesco says that it is a great honor to be the new head coach of Belgium and that he is really looking forward to the task. Tedesco's first match in charge is the Euro 2024 qualifier against Sweden in Stockholm on the 24th of March. That's all the news for this hour. Join us again at 9 p.m. for primetime news on TV1.